Stay. Great. No, I have to be there. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's time to rise and shine. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you're feeling fine. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning. That's the song that my mom used to play for us in the morning when we had to wake up for school, and I hated it. Today we're going to be drawing. I have you all gathered here for a reason. Thank you so much. I have everybody gathered here for a reason. I'm going to be drawing some of my Turtitoids. This is one of my Turtitoids. That's Surfatoid. I have them on stickers too. And then I drew my friend Klex, who's a really funny. Yes, flight streamer. Hi. Yes. You missed my song. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to rise and shine. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I hope you're feeling fine. That's a song that my mom used to sing when we woke up in the morning. Do you want to see my Klexitoid? Good morning, Montana. Okay, I'll show you. This is my friend Klex, and I'm making a Klexitoid. Flight stream, I wish you a wonderful day too. It's a glorious, beautiful day, and I have to figure out, wow, close to Alberta. What's close to Alberta? Technical difficulties. Please hold. Oh, I know what I can do. I forget to do this. I'm going to take my iPad out of the case very carefully. Oh, Montana is, yeah. Yeah, I went to Montana, and I was there. Cool story, huh? I was in Montana. I got this wonderful mug. And that's my story. I saw the beautiful mountains. No, yes, I did drive. I drove with a really great, awesome person. His name is Aaron. And we drove from California to Montana. It was a road trip, as they say. You get in your car, vroom, 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 and you drive on highways. We listened to so many podcasts. It was so much fun. It was super fun. I did that. It was super fun. And while we talk, LA to Montana, that's great. Yeah, it was during one of the football games. Oh, the Steelers. So I guess, was that when the Steelers were playing the LA Rams, was that the Super Bowl? Was that the Super Bowl? I don't know anything in life. I think that was the Super Bowl. I'm not sure. And we drove through Oregon, and we went up the coastline through Carmel. And people in Indiana, they have a Carmel. Did you know that Indiana has a city named Carmel? It should be Carmel, but it's Carmel. Anyways, we went through the coast and the highways and the switchbacks on the, oh my God, it was kind of scary one night because it was like super duper raining, and there were like all these crazy switchbacks on the mountains, and we were driving a truck and boom, 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 and listening to podcasts. It was so much fun. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's time to rise and shine. Da 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 da. This is my friend Klex. I drew a Turtitoid of him. How many states have I been to? Not enough. That's what's crazy to me, is that I used to be a flight attendant for 2 different airlines. For a private airline, like a small airplane, and then I worked for a major airline. Oh my God. Talk about, I know you shouldn't like regret stuff, but I should have traveled so much more. On my days off, I didn't want to be anywhere near an airplane or an airport. I could have flown so many places, but I didn't. I was in New York. I had always wanted to live in New York. And so that's what I'm saying. You know what, Flight Stream? Thank you for making me feel good. There's plenty of ground to cover just in the States. I should start going cool places. I was already thinking that, like, just around me here in LA. There's so many beautiful places to go sightseeing and, like, hikes to take, and there's parks to go to, the Hollywood Park. Oh my God, I want to, yes, I have to tell my friend Ashley this. We're going to start to do, what do you call it? Social media stuff. And I want to do something at the, I'm going to put this right here. I want to go to the Hollywood Cemetery. The Hollywood Cemetery, and like do some stuff over there. Hey Sam, how are you? Good morning, you guys. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, whether you like it or not. Okay, I want to put this in there too. What are you guys saying? Hollywood Cemetery. Okay. What did you say? Hi, howdy girl. I honestly believe 50 states represent 50 different countries. That's what I'm saying. If I don't get to like travel the world per se, I could travel the United States. And there's so much going on. From Australia, good morning. This is one of my turtitoids that I risk it for your brisket. That's a turtitoid. This is a turtitoid. And this is my friend that I drew. Everything is bigger in Texas. Yeah, I don't know about everything because, I mean, I don't go around and check men's pockets, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I was born in California. Yes, I was born in California. And yeehaw! Yeah, the Bay Area. Yeah, it's super cool. And so let me show you a picture of my friend. He told me that I have to put more beard on him. And I said, that sounds a little lesbian to me, if you know what I mean. Let me show you his picture. This is my friend Klex. I know him from doing stand-up comedy, and he's super funny. He's like such a character, and he does like graffiti. He's like a famous graffiti guy. This is him. And I told him that I was going to do, I told him I was going to draw a turtitoid of him. So that's him. He needs more beard. Good morning, Miss Universe and perfect supermodel of the world. Oh, Smith Bobby, you get me every time. You get me every time. Thank you. How are all my TikTok people doing? My stepmom would kill me if she knew I went live and I didn't brush my hair or have makeup on. Don't tell my stepmom that I came onto my live without makeup on. I literally just woke up and I put this shirt on. One time, my family and I decided to drive to Disneyland. After some hours, we saw a sign that said, Disneyland left. Wait. What? One time, me and my family decided to drive to Disneyland. After some hours, we saw a sign that said Disneyland left. I don't know if that's a joke, but that's freaking hilarious. That Disneyland left. I think that's so funny. My hair. Okay, that's funny though. I like that you wrote that. It's super funny. Disneyland left. As a prank, it would be really funny to make a bunch of big signs leading up to Disneyland, like 50 miles out, and it says Disneyland left. And then it would be so funny. Ha 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 ha. I take everything literal. There really was a sign that said Disneyland left? Who put it there? Okay, the reason I came onto this live was to draw. But if you guys want to talk, I guess you can. It sounds so quiet on my end. I can't hear you guys. I don't know what you're doing. What are you eating for breakfast? What are you doing now? What are you doing now? Now what are you doing? I'm going to draw a little bit more beard for this guy. You look so extremely, insanely intensified, drop dead gorgeous, looking like always. Thanks, Smith Bobby. That was a lot that you said, and I think you're totally right. Okay, I'm going to draw some more beard. I'm going to give this guy some more beard. J, 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 J. J, 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 J. Guess what, Jay? You know what I'm doing? You know what I'm doing? You know what I'm doing? Do you know what I'm doing? Guess what I'm doing? Guess. I'm drawing a turdatoid right now. I figured, I'll show you in just a second, but I figured if I'm going to be like drawing and doing something, I should go live because I always have a hard time sitting down to focus to go live, which is literally the easiest thing in the world. This is my, oh, okay, this is my friend Kless. That's my friend. And then, do you like it? He does graffiti, so I'm drawing a Klexitoid of him. I have to do more beard. I don't know how to do more beard. He said more beard. I don't like when people tell me what to do. Don't tell me how to draw my turdatoid. Ow. Is the frame piece behind you also your artwork? No. And you know what's so crazy? When I moved into this apartment, I wanted to find some artwork. So I went to an antique store and I saw that drawing and I was like, oh my God, that looks like my artwork. It looks like something I would draw. So this is my GR86. I got a car, and then this is my GR86atoid. I actually drew that after looking at it. Let me see if I can find it. It's in my... If anybody ever saw my art book, they would be like, I have drawn some really weird things. I drew those people behind me because I was bored. And then I was like, I can draw that. And so I drew it. Let me see if I can find it. Don't go anywhere. This is very important. I don't know where it is. Okay, I don't want to get distracted. I want to stay focused. So these are some of my other turdatoids. These are really cool, since you asked. Yes, turdatoids. Do you want to see a picture I drew of me? Does that look like me? That's me. It's a self-portrait. I can't find that picture I drew of those two, so, oh, sorry. I got you all climaxed. I think it's in this book. I'm pretty sure it's in this book. Where is it? I'm gonna find it. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. You know what's crazy? All of these drawings I have, I also like put like affirmations and like dreams, things that I want to have happen. That's a little less whimsical. Yeah, I know. Sorry. It was a little less whimsical. It's a little more weird. That's what I'm saying. My drawings are freaking weird. So next to a lot of my drawings, I have affirmations and like things that I want to have happen in my life. So it's like these weird drawings with like, believe in yourself. God's called you to do this. And it's like a picture of like destruction and weird shit. I want to find it. Do you like this drawing? Weird is good. Oh, I'm determined now. I drew that picture behind me. I'm going to put this right here so I don't lose my place. Oh, this. Oh, here's a coaster. That's Teacup Ted. Oh, a drawing. I will find you if it is the last thing I do. I'm going through every picture. you are in here. I'm going to find you because somebody pointed you out, and now you think you're going to hide from me in my pages. I am telling you guys, I have a website called turtitoid.com. There's no S, Turtitoid. I have shirts on there for $40, and I'm lowering the price to $30. Lots of dark images of things being blown up said it was her calling. Yes, it's my calling to draw these things. I hope whoever asked about that drawing stays on my TikTok page for just a minute longer, because I want you to see the drawing that I did compared to that drawing, just to see the difference in like style. And oh, what is? I'm getting closer. Oh, dude, I just found it. It is nothing like I thought it was. This is like when I do my stand-up comedy sets and I think I killed it and I was so funny and I've recorded it and I go home and I listen to it and I'm like, oh my God, this is horrible. Okay, I'm going to show you that picture. You're not going to be that moved. Don't worry. It's mixed in with a lot of other stuff. Oh, shit. But that's it. I kind of drew it. It's me, and I'm going to speak with you. I'm here for the long haul. Anthony! You're here for the long haul. It is original. Thanks. So I have the Klexitoid. I'm drawing that. And then not only do I draw these things, I put them on shirts, and I make funny, weird cartoons with them. And on my Instagram page, if you go to TikTok, you can't see any of this because it's just Julia Bernstein. But if you find me on Instagram, you'll find my Turtitoid page. Thank you for the follow. And I make cool cartoons that are so dreadful. I make them on LumaFusion or CapCut, and it's like, oh my God, making these cartoons is just like, it takes so much editing. Finding the storyline, it's fun. Now I have to find my Plex page. This whole live is just going to be me looking through my book. Oh my God. This is so crazy. I drew all of this. I wrote all of this down like 2 summers ago because I really felt like my life was going to change. I felt like things were going to change and happen in my life. And my life has changed so much. I put 555. It's not going to make sense to you. I don't want to explain this. Never mind. I don't want to go into that. I just have to find my Klexitoid, and then I'm going to get back to talking to you guys. I did a show last night. How come no one's asking me about my show that I did last night? It's good to write down your goals. Thank you. I wrote down my goals. What is so crazy is the number 555 has popped up like different times in my life, and I'll keep seeing it, and it means change. And I saw it one day when it was like so clear. It was right before I started to work for the airlines, and I kept seeing 555, and I was like, I keep seeing it so much that I actually I looked it up, and it means change is coming. And when I worked for the airline, the address for the airline headquarters is 555. And then the show went really well last night. And I'll tell you one more thing. So I saw it, this was like in 2009. And then last summer, it was like this time last year. I really wanted a change in my life and focus and figure out what the hell I'm doing with my life. And then I saw 555 a few times. I'm like, oh, okay, that's funny. Then a friend of mine messaged me on Instagram. He's like, I saw 555 yesterday, and I thought of you. Anyways, such a long form. This is like a story that a drunk girl at a bar is going to tell a guy, and he's going to have to pretend to listen. My show went so good last night. I haven't listened to the recording, but I feel good about it. And the reason why, there's times I'm doing a stand-up comedy show and I don't know what the hell I'm saying and doing. It's like I'm not even focused and I don't have my bearings. But then last night I was like, I'm getting to that point where when I'm not like at an open mic, but at a show, I can like relax and like step away from my jokes and like be in the moment and say something funny. And I talked about my sugar daddies, and I talk about money, and I talk about being Jewish. You think my drawings are good? Wait till you hear my jokes. My jokes are so good, even the deaf people can hear them. Ah, that's how good my jokes are. My jokes are so funny, even deaf people can hear them. That's a fact. Okay. Well, I think I ran out of words. Are the clips from your shows? Yes, I do have clips from my show, and I'm too embarrassed to put them up because, oh, I'm like stuttering and like not stuttering. I don't like stutter, but it's not smooth. And I'm debating on going and like just putting the clips out that are not perfected, or waiting till I have really good clips of my stand up. I have something on TikTok from an open mic. I guess I could put like open mic stuff out and like preface it by saying, this is open mic. This isn't like polished material. It's good that you even keep going back up, even if you feel like you did poorly. That's the only, oh my God, Anthony, dude, absolutely. It's almost like a challenge. Like if I didn't do as well as I wanted to, whether it's at an open mic or at a show, it's like I know I can do good and I know I'm funny and I know what I want to say. Hi, Ariana Grande. So that's what keeps me going up, is that I'm like, I'm going to prove that I can do this. I'm not going to let the stage win. Yeah, there's times I've like got up like 12. I try to get up 10 to 12 times a week doing an open mic. And the open mics are just honing the delivery. Yeah. Oh my God, Anthony, you're right. I have the jokes. And so like my jokes are good, my writing is good. It's the delivery and then not stepping on the punchline or getting like ahead of myself. Hi, Lean on YouTube. It's so much. It truly is timing, and it's like how you say things, and then it's actually having an actual joke and a punchline. But last night was good. I did it at a bar called the Dime on Fairfax. I don't know if the Dime is in Hollywood or it's right. It's right like 10 minutes from the Comedy Store, and it was fun. I loved the environment. It's a bar show, but it's a lot of comedians that are in there. And it's like most of the audience, I think, are comics. But there's so many people in there that it feels like a show. And it was fun. I was able to be in the moment. And I lost my place one time. And then I just started, I was able to like be myself and riff, which is kind of the goal. Yeah. I want to have my jokes, but then I also want to be able to be so like in tune and relaxed when I'm on stage that I could just bullshit up there if I need to. Um, but then also, I don't want to waste time. Time is so precious with stand up comedy. Time you have on stage. I don't want to, like, when I did it like 10 years ago. So, have you tried improv? Oh, I love improv. Dude, I'm so good at improv. I've gone to a couple improv schools. Yeah. But improv is a great skill to have. I did stand up comedy like 10 years ago, and time is the whole problem. Yeah, it's true. I did so much writing that I would always come up with new stuff. And like even comics would be like, oh, you always have new stuff, which is cool. But then I never really perfected any of my jokes. Like I would always write new stuff. So then when I would go to do shows, I felt so lost because I was like, I know I have tons of material and I'm getting up all the time at open mics, but I didn't perfect it. Now I'm doing like the exact opposite. I've been doing comedy for, I think, I've been in back for like 3 months, and I'm doing literally the same topic. pretty much. But I want to get like a few like 5-minute sets that are super tight, maybe like a 15 to a 20 minute. And then I want to add in stuff about flight attendant. Oh my God, so many crazy things about being a flight attendant, stories. And I was raised Jewish and Pentecostal. So there's so much there. And then, like, how sad I feel. It took me 10 years to get my 2-year junior college degree. And I have family members on my Jewish side that are like unbelievably smart. My cousin was on the board of the psychology department at Berkeley for years. My other cousin, he discovered something about the ice caps on Mars. He works for NASA. He's a professor at a university in Canada. My other cousin, like, she went to buy a car by herself. She had a horrible experience buying a car, so she wrote like a bestseller book on for women on knowing how to buy cars by themselves. And then me, look at me, Turtitoids, doing my lives. Huh? What are people going to say about this? Oh, she did her morning lives and she drew Turtitoids. I have to make my mark. I have to pee on something before it's too late and make my mark. Yeah, but they all have a horrible sense of humor. That's true. I have a great sense of humor. My dad is so funny. My dad's the one that made me have a good sense of humor. Are you still making comida things? You are so perfect and funny. Comedy things. Oh, thanks, Lean. I am. I have a couple of friends I'm working with to do more like content together. But yeah, I am constantly on the verge of making another video for TikTok or social media. Constantly on the verge. Now, do I always do it? I don't know. I think all Jewish parents might be hilarious. There is something about the Jewish sense of humor. I don't know. My brother and I were talking about this. Like, Jewish people seem to be cynical. It's a requirement. Yes, it's a requirement. Absolutely love it. So my brother was saying that Jewish people tend to be pretty cynical. So I think maybe that's like, my dad's so funny. Very cynical. Oh, who are your favorite, like my favorite directors and my favorite movies? Remember Spaceballs? What's his name that did Spaceballs? Oh my God, he's like the most famous filmmaker. I think he did Blazing Saddles too. Not Mel Gibson, but I grew up watching Mel Brooks. Yes, Mel Brooks. I should do a Mel Brooksatoid. Oh my gosh, I'm going to do a Mel Brooksatoid. I'm going to draw a Turtitoid. Yeah, Mel Brooks. And I grew up watching Spaceballs was funny. Cracking up with Jerry Lewis, but also, okay, Three Amigos, and then Bring Out Your Dad, Monty Python, and the Three Amigos, Monty Python, Airplane. Oh my God, my favorite movie of all time, hands down, Airplane. It's so funny. Have you ever seen a grown man naked? And then when the flight attendant is walking up the aisle with the guitar and she's like hitting everybody's head, you feel that I'm lonely. I am lonely. That's so funny. Yes, I am lonely, even though I'm around people all the time. I think I need to get some bangs. What do you think? You think I should get some bangs to cover my huge forehead that used to not be so big? You know what's crazy? You could be in a room full of people and be lonely. You could be in a sea of water, an ocean of water, and die of thirst. Isn't that cray cray? It's cray cray. Okay, back to talking about my favorite movies. Airplane, by far. And when I used to work for the airlines, all we did was quote lines from with the pilots, quote lines from Airplane. They did Airplane 2, and I think Airplane 3, but Airplane 2, I didn't watch it. So funny. Ugh. It's okay, Lean. I mean, The bad thing is that I'm kind of a loner, so I like being alone. I have no problem being alone. But loner, lonely, it's the same word. Albert Brooks also had some wonderful movies and hilarious. Oh, okay, I'll look this up. Albert Brooks. Yeah. Defending Your Life. Okay, I'll look it up. I'll look it up. Defending Your Life. Greetings from Newcastle, UK. So cool. Hi, UK. How is everything? How are you guys doing out there? Oh, let me write this down. Defending Your Life. Okay. Are you telling me that I need to defend my life? Or are you saying that's a good movie? Defending Your Life. I'm going to tell my friend about it. What did this person say? All right, the next question. Would you rather prefer a loyal dog or an unloyal cat? Ha! That's so funny. Would I want an hold on. Yeah, Eric, I'm doing my lives more often. I figure because I was gonna like sit down and draw a turtle toy to make a video, and I was like, I should just go live when I'm doing my whatever I'm doing at home, and then because otherwise, like I'm not gonna do it. Oh, I want a loyal dog. Absolutely, but dogs are always loyal unless you like beat them up. But that's so sad. If you beat up a dog and then you offer to feed it, it'll become loyal again. I'm the Bologna queen. Boop, boop. Dogs are unloyally loyal. They're just so sweet. I want to get a basset hound. If I got a dog, my social media influence would skyrocket. I'm gonna get a dog to do my heavy lifting. I'm getting my hair done today. I'm gonna have him like it's like brassy and it looks very like faded. He's gonna do a new toner on my hair because I know you guys care about that. You will not be disappointed. I can't wait to watch it. And oh, speaking of Montana, I'm going to tell my friend from Montana about this movie, Defending Your Life. And I'm going to draw a Mel Brooks toy. It's my calling. I can't be a Jewish woman and not have a Mel Brooks toy. Did you know dog spelled backwards is God? The sun is out. I'm off work this week. Life is good. Wonderful. Horseshoe, where are you writing in from? Cats are cute. I'm talking to TikTok. I have my YouTube live on behind this. So if you're wondering why I'm saying these random things, people on YouTube. If you find me on YouTube, it's bologna_sandwich_show. That's where I do a lot of my funny videos. I forgot what I was saying. Newcastle. Oh yeah, that's right. You're in the UK. I lived in Newcastle in California. There's a small little town in Northern California called Newcastle, and it's haunted. It's evil. Okay, let me finish drawing my. No, you said would I prefer a loyal dog or an unloyal cat? And I said I want a loyal dog, and she said she wants an unloyal cat. California is haunted. It really is. Everywhere is haunted. Doesn't that just mean like people lived there and then they died? I love them both. Cats are definitely the lower maintenance of the two for sure. But I'm allergic to cats, so I like when people put up hypothetical questions and then like as though you have to agree to it. Like this hypothetical question. Would you rather prefer an unloyal boyfriend or a loyal dog? What if I want both? What if I would prefer a boyfriend dog? I want a dog that's a boyfriend, or I want a boyfriend that's a dog. Hate the sin, not the sinner. I want love. I do want to have like success in my life, and I want to have a certain somebody that I share my life with. But you know what is so important to me too? And I think I've heard Bill Maher say this. Like, just such a Bill Mahertoid. But it's like, okay, you may not be married, but you have so many great friends and people in your life that sometimes it's okay if you don't have a significant other because you have great people to share your life with, like great friends. I feel like that's what it is. I can go try and like get married, and then what if my husband dies? Or what if he turns gay? That's why I don't get married. Okay, how gorgeous is the unloyal boyfriend in this scenario? YouTube, somebody from TikTok made a very good point. Listen, everybody, Vaughn, Lean, Colby, Eric, how gorgeous is the unloyal boyfriend in this scenario? Good point. I think society puts a lot of pressure on people to feel like they must always be in a relationship. Yeah, it's almost like you're not a complete whole person unless you're in a relationship. That's so true. I mean, I could put up with beautiful and crazy for about 6 months. Yes, 6 months is a great. I always give myself 6 months. Like if I'm starting a new job or starting a new thing, I feel like 6 months is a good measure of like, is this going to work or not? Sometimes 6 hours is enough. You know what I mean? I mean, you said you prefer a good-looking, unloyal boyfriend. Yeah, society puts pressure that you have to like be in a relationship. Maybe because it goes back to the whole, why are we even made? We're made to procreate. And in order to procreate, you have to be married. In order to be married, you have to be in a relationship. And if I'm not in a relationship, what good am I? Turn of toys. You like me? Eric, how long have you been single for? Make me feel better about myself, please. This is the other thing. Tell me, you guys, tell me if you think I'm wrong about this. But it's almost like it's more okay. It's more okay for a man to be single for a long time than for a woman, which doesn't make sense. But me at my age, I'm 46 years old, I'm single. I feel like when men look at me and think, oh my God, you're single, what's wrong with you? But if there's a 46-year-old man that's single, people don't look bad at it as much. Maybe I'm wrong. You can disregard what I just said. I think I made that up. You don't have to marry to have kids. I know. Oh my God, Hector Entertainment, low class people, 167 days sober. Okay, I'll be honest, for the sake of this healing discussion, I've been single for 20 years. Thank you, Anthony. This is a healing discussion. Healing discussions with Julia. I've been single since 2010. I like the freedom. Yeah. Men are more lonely than women, according to statistics. You know why? Because I think women just naturally talk more, case in point, and men are more like reclusive. They'll just kind of like hang out by themselves. And women are social. I'm definitely eligible for some sort of position in the clergy. You know what? I'm so sorry I'm stealing all of your stuff, but men used to go to work. I think Healing Discussions with Julia is a great name for either one of my lives, or I'm starting my bologna sandwich show again, and I'm doing a podcast and the show. I think that is a great segment. Healing Discussions with Julia. And then it could be like the most dark stuff, or it's like, I don't know, something. There's a lot of funny there. I like that. Healing Discussions with Julia. Maybe I'll just name all of my lives that. My friend gave me this book, The Art of Living. Pretty good. And my friend Robert Manis, oh my God, he writes tons of books. His poster's over there, but this is one of his books that he wrote. It's like a help. It's not self-help. It's a spiritual book. It's really good. Fort Bragg, hi. Hey, Sam. Robert Manis writes great sci-fi stories. Robert Manis, Manis. Manis. Robert Manis. Look up his stuff, dude. I have to blow my nose. It is so stuffy. My nose is so stuffy. Okay, when is my next comedy thing? Since nobody asked, let me tell you. I'm going to do a stand-up today. I'm going to try out at the Flappers Burbank They have quote unquote auditions, but I think really, I don't know how high the bar is. But I'm going to do that tonight after my hair appointment. And then my friend has a friend show. My friend has a friend show that I'm going to watch at 8:30 and then another one at 10. So that's why I'm doing my live now. I'm going to get home. If I get home, it'll be late. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying on YouTube. I feel like all of society's goals are a lie. Relationships, career, house with a picket fence, wife, kids, and a dog. Then comes divorce, kids rebelling, turning into a country song real quick. Nothing to do. Where have you been? We've been talking about you for 45 minutes straight. Yeah, Eric, you're right. You're right that there's like this idea, this ideology of what we're supposed to be and do. Shut up, nothing. We're supposed to be a certain way. And then if you take all of that away and you think about what you really want and who you are. Hi, Trey Hodges. I'm doing great. I'm not a man. I look like a man without my makeup on. Look at all this weird veins. It's very manly to have veins. If I was a man, that would be attractive. Yeah, society puts all these things, and it's like, what do I want? It's a good thing to think, what do you want outside of the noise of everything? Like, what is it that you want? I never really wanted like a family. And I don't know because, oh my God, this is totally getting deep and emotional. No, I don't have hairy legs. I have a hairy head. This head. I don't know if because growing up, things were like dysfunctional and I just couldn't wait to not be in that environment. I don't want kids running around, dirty diapers, loud sounds.
That was easy.
Same here, just relaxing. Yeah, just relaxing and waiting till Friday to get my package open since Friday is my birthday. Trey Hodges, happy birthday. Yeah, it's reasonable. I think kids are so cute, and I'm so good with kids. I've been a teacher at my Sunday school. They would have me like teach classes all the time. I'm like, ugh, God. And then I've done like I taught piano. I'm very good with kids, but I don't want them. If you have a child, they're always there. They don't go away. It's not like a delicious ice cream cone or a bowl of cereal or a nice cup of coffee you get to enjoy and then you're done with it. No, they're always there. Yes, my nose is still stuffed. Something in my apartment. I think there's black mold in my apartment. And I'm not being racist by saying black mold. It's literally black. If you want me to, I could say strawberry mold or yellow mold, but it's black mold. And I think it messes that. Also, if you would like to be able to save any money at all, don't have kids. Right. Oh my God. My friend sent me this really funny. Thank you, Fortnite player. I teared up on TikTok. My friend sent me a really funny clip of a comedian. He was like, do you know how much it costs to have a kid? An average cost? $300,000. Do you know what you can do with $300,000? Buy a Ferrari. Look at us just trashing on children. This is so funny. You guys are my people. Okay. I want you as my teacher. You seem so nice and chill and would be the coolest teacher. I was going to be a teacher. When I was like in high school and in my early 20s, I was going to get my liberal arts degree and become a teacher. And then I realized I hate school. I hate school. And the whole time I'm in school to get my degree to teach, I couldn't wait for school to be over. So that didn't happen. Buy me a Mustang. Kids are constantly begging. I know. You know what? I need to write that down for my jokes. That's really funny. How I went to school to get a degree to teach. And while I was going to school to get the degree to teach, I realized how much I hated school. You want Ferraris? I want Ferraris too. Nothing to do. I have like I'm into polygamy. I have like 10 internet husbands. Okay, 5. But you can be one of them. Oh, I'm going to put this right here. instead of writing it down, I have a notepad where I put all of my jokes. I went to junior college to get my degree to teach. And while I was in school getting my degree to teach, I realized how much I hated school. So I never became a teacher. I just became a whore. Just joking. I got to come up with some sort of tag. I never became a teacher. I became a whatever. You're the internet pool boy. That's really funny. My stepdad's cousin used to clean pools. Cool, huh? Do I have an ankle rash? You know what is so weird? Nothing to do. I don't know why you just asked me if I have an ankle rash, but last night I had a horrible mosquito bite on my ankle and I've been scratching it. And I have not had a mosquito bite in years. So it's very strange that you just asked me that. Are you on my ankle right now? How do you know this? How do you know that? How did you know that I have an ankle rash? Something fishy is going on. There's a Disney villains book set that I asked my grandma for, so maybe that's what's in the box. Trey, how old are you? Dear God. It was a mosquito. My friend told me that he wanted me to draw a beard. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to draw more beard. I wish that like on my live, you could see me and then I could put a camera here and you could also see what I'm drawing. Because I feel like if I start drawing, then I'm not looking at you guys. So maybe I won't do drawings on my lives. Maybe I'll just talk about it. I think a good live for me to do is just talk about all the things that I want to do in life. And then I'll feel like I've done them. And then I won't have to do them. Oh, so smart. Let me talk about the things that I want success in. And then I won't have to do them because I've talked about them. So it's almost like I put all the energy talking about it. Do I still have to go do it? That's the mosquito typing in. I just solved all of my potential problems. You're right. This is the time when ankles get attacked by demons. 33, about to be 34 today. Trey, happy birthday. Oh my God, I've got 2 horrifying mosquito bites on my arms. Hadn't had any in years. Eric, I just got a bunch of mosquito bites last night. I hope that the thems and the people didn't release a bunch of mosquitoes on us. Like, I hope the thems, the people that do things, the conspiracy people, I hope that they didn't go around all of America in airplanes and release tents of mosquitoes on us. There's a book called Never Never, and I know who it's about. It was probably a spider, you're right. To be honest, I'm excited to read all of the villains' books, but there's one of them on the set that I'm most looking forward to. Trey, tell us about it. We might have some Disney gurus and Disney fans in the chat. You could tell us about the book. Go ahead. When they do that, I usually sterilize the males of whatever insect. Yeah. I would have been a really good teacher, huh? I would have been a great teacher. It's not too late. I'm not dead. I'm only 46. I'm not dead. People at this age, even people at 50, even people at 60 years old, start a new career and have like a new life. So we're not too late. So what I'm saying is that there's no way I'm going to go back to school and become a teacher. There's no way I would work in like a school system. But I would become a teacher on social media. I'm a social media teacher. Yeah. Drama teacher. Yeah, that would be so cool. Because you know why? You have to like, I don't want to do anything where they're like, you have to say, you have to do this, you have to be this, be that. I want to be able to completely be myself. Sarah from the Bible was 100 years old and still beautiful. You're downright gorgeous. Eric, thank you. I am gorgeous, not gorge. I'm engorged. I mean, I'm gorgeous. How come engorged and gorgeous are like the same word? Something's wrong with that. Engorged is not gorgeous. If you guys know what I mean, you know what I mean. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Would you be open to me sharing a link to my cookbook in your comments section? I understand. Absolutely. Saturn ring. If the link that you share is a legit link, then yes, you can absolutely do that. And if it ends up being some weird, if cookbook is long form for something else, COCK book, but yes, you can share it. Sharing is caring. This is all the hair I just pulled out of my head. Would you like to swing on a start by nothing to do? I guess that you have something to do because you're leaving. But thanks for joining the live. I like when people that I know come onto my live. And when new people come on here too. I don't know how to make more of a beard. I'm not doing it right. Oh my God, you can make a cookbook with all bologna recipes. Yes. Yeah, share my channel. Sharing is caring until it's ransomware. True. Till people can take all of your secrets that you shared with them and hold you at ransom. There's a lot of things, Eric, that I want to do with my bologna sandwich show. I'm restarting filming it in July, hopefully, at my friend's location. There's like a studio there. I'm doing a podcast, so it's like, you know, when you watch a podcast, I'm going to do a literal podcast and then I'm going to do a show. But I think the thing I need to do is like get people on board with the show and care about it, and then I could do a cooking book. For sure, that's in the works, though. Even like a cooking segment that would be like super bologna. We're doing weird stuff with bologna. Yeah. Can't be blackmailed if you share everything on YouTube. Oh my God, yes. You can't be blackmailed if I. That's why I'm doing stand-up comedy, and I'm just sharing all of my secrets in stand-up comedy. You can't blackmail me if I'm sharing everything. Never tell anyone your paranoid thoughts. It will only increase paranoia. If you were a teacher, what grade or class would you want to teach? That's a great question. I think kindergartners are adorable. I have helped out in a kindergarten class. It's exhausting. So I would do it for like 20 minutes. They're so cute. Really, anything. I'm good with any age. But what's like my favorite age? I don't know. I could do elementary. I could do junior high. I could do high school. I could probably even teach adults. I think I would be good, like even at like a junior college. I don't know. I don't know if I have enough expertise. Oh my God, if there's any teachers that would hear this, they would be like telling me to shut up. I have a lot of friends that are teachers, a lot of comedians actually in LA that are teachers or substitute teachers. They all talk about like it's a nightmare, mostly because of the parents. When I was a flight attendant, there was a lady that was in her 40s and I had just turned 30 and she was in her 40s. She was probably my age right now. And she was a principal at a elementary school for like 20 years. And she's like, she had to get out of it. And it was her dream to be a flight attendant. So her husband like was like, do it, become a flight attendant. So she was in my class at Virgin America. And she had an apartment there and we'd go to Janet's house to eat dinner and stuff. She was so nice. But she was saying she would have stayed. She loved her job, but it was the parents that made it so difficult. It wasn't the kids. God, That's so true. Can you hear the truck going by? Bye, truck. Bye, garbage truck. I can attest to that because working for the airlines, adults, you just like lose so much faith in humanity. And it's only, say there's like 140 people on the airplane, there's probably maybe 10 people that are super annoying. Super annoying. Most people just sit down on the airplane and be normal, but there's always those few people, and you're just like shocked because they're adults. And you're like, I can't believe you act like this. I would never be mean to, or yell at a flight attendant. Ever. I couldn't do it. Okay, if you were a teacher, it can't be blackmail. Never tell anyone. Okay, what would you tell your 20-year-old self? I'll get to that. Karen parents don't think their kids can do wrong. Oh, that's a great Karen parents. And that rhymes. Ah, perfect. It's true. Did you see on Netflix the show? Oh, shit. Damn it. Sorry. There's a movie, a documentary on Netflix, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's the girl that drove her car into the wall, and her parents like think she's done no wrong. Eric Sachs, you have to look it up on Netflix. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a documentary. It's famous right now. If you look it up, the girl that drove her car into a wall on Netflix. Anyways, what was the other question? Oh, what would I tell my 20-year-old self? Ooh, this is fun. Yeah, Eric, you're right. Flight attendants or servers, anybody who's like trying to do their best. What would I tell my 20-year-old self? I liked who I was at 20 years old. I think I lost who I was around 30, to be honest. But at 20 years old, I had like so much belief. It was like towards my 30s that I think I just stopped believing in my dream, I guess you can call it. But in my 20s, that I don't have to get married. I think I was so hell bent on like, oh my God, I'm supposed to get married and have a family. And then I realized as time went on, that is not for me. I would see people with their kids and I'd be like, oh my God, no. That was my birth control. Watching other women my age with babies or with kids. And I'm like, oh, those little brats, those little a-holes. I don't want them in my life. I saw this two moms. I heard two moms talking in a grocery store. I'll never forget. I was so turned off by it. I was in my 20s and the girls were probably my age and they're like, I go to preschool with my kids, and the other girl's like, I go to karate, and the other one's like soccer practice, and they're going back and forth like they're so happy about doing these things. And I remember being like, no, no, I can't ever do that. Held hostage to like all these functions. Okay, what would I tell my 20-year-old self? I don't know. That's a really good question. I feel like I'm back in my 20s. Isn't that crazy? How I feel right now and what I'm doing with my life, and feeling like I'm actually like getting momentum and like still have this dream inside of me. This is how I felt in my 20s. But I didn't like myself in my 30s at all. I didn't like who I was in my 30s. I liked who I was in my 20s. I had more belief and faith in myself in my 20s. Don't change. Like, just be who I am. Don't ever feel like you have to change for people. Maybe there's a part of me that in my 20s that I felt like looking for the approval of other people. That's what I would tell myself, my 20-year-old self. Don't look for the approval of other people. Just become so much of who you are that becomes your thing. Instead of like looking to like see what you're supposed to be or do in life, like just go within and be yourself so much that people love that. It's amazing how the decades go by. Yeah, they do go by fast, but I'm going to close in just a minute. I'm going to like Yeah, that's what I would tell myself, 20-year-old self. Don't worry what people think. I do want to say this. Yes, time goes by fast because sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I'm 46 years old. What have I been doing with my life? But on the other hand, each decade, like my 20s, my 30s, I feel like those lasted so long. Like so much happened. Time flies, but at the same time, I'm like, oh my God, 10 years ago feels like I'm 46. When I was 36, I feel like that was like 20 years ago. Like so much has happened and so much change has happened. Basically, never is a backstory of Captain Hook. Oh, I liked who I was in my 20s. I honestly I like who I was in my 20s. I don't know what happened in my 30s. I don't know what happened. Yeah, that's true, Anthony. Are there some howler monkeys fighting outside? It's the trucks. But I do think I'm going to go because I know this sounds so dumb, but I need to make this cartoon for this character and practice my keyboard. And I want to go to the gym and I need to drink a lot of water. But you guys, thanks for being on my live. And we were talking, and I'm gonna remake my coffee. You'll miss me. I know. I can't say that I'll be on my live every day, but I am. My goal is to 5 times a week. Peace in the Middle East. Yeah, it was super fun. You guys, thank you. And then anybody who's on my TikTok, you can find me also on Instagram, Julia_Bernstein. And then you can find my bologna sandwich show and you can find my Turtitoids. My link is on my Instagram bio. And I'm also on YouTube for bologna sandwich and yeah. Yep, yep. Yes, Eric, so good to see you. Peace in the Middle East. For real. Oh my God, do you know how many of our problems would go away? You subbed. Thank you. Yes, Turtitoids are the best. Anthony, thank you for being here and hanging out and joining the convo. It was super fun. On TikTok, thank you. And Eric. And also Fortnite too. I saw you on here as well. Okay, you guys, have a good day. Bye.